Hello everyone, this is Dis, and today I want to talk about the booming success that Genshin Impact is having and how it has made gacha games a bit more well known, as well as discuss some of the problems people are having with it. So, it's no surprise that when a game trends as much as Genshin has, tons of people will play it regardless of their knowledge of the genre, and they may also make a lot of mistakes, or have incorrect assumptions, and that's all very reasonable. The hottest issue right now is the RESIN system, which I will be covering shortly, but I also want to clear up any confusion many players could be having, especially if you're getting into the game late or you've just been playing casually. The first thing to remember is, as of now, Genshin is primarily single player with no huge ranking events, which may change in the future, but for now, there is no rush to progress quickly. The game is an open-world exploration game with puzzles, bosses, dungeons, and some pretty cool combat systems. I love the unique ways the elements interact. With the game being cross-platform, even more people can download it and play it and enjoy it, even though it was generally intended for mobile. This is where some of the issues and confusion arise. The game is a mobile game, and many mistake its systems for other mobile games, or have wrong concepts of how everything seems to be playing out. If you play the game casually, you will be able to enjoy the story and slowly level up from quests, as well as explore the vast open world. If you do not play casually, you will be burning through the whole game because it's currently a shell of what it will be as time goes on. Genshin just released globally around a month ago, so it has had 0 updates so far, and only 1 or 2 events, and the map is still really small. I expect all of this to change, and until then I will not be rushing to get to AR 45 or 50 by spending extra Primogems on RESIN. Speaking of RESIN, as I mentioned earlier, it has had some serious backlash from the community due to its limiting nature, as well as some unfairness with the Battle Pass. The Battle Pass issue has been confirmed to be going away next patch. Basically, the problem was that you did not get enough RESIN to complete the weekly challenges without logging in multiple times per day, and this was incredibly difficult for everyone to do. This issue will go away, which is good, but the other issues may not. RESIN still limits progression very much, but that is the style of game, and it's not really that predatory considering you can only buy a few extra levels by spending Primogems on the RESIN. You can't just buy as much RESIN as you want to get ahead of other people, and even if you could, there is no system in place or reason to need to advance your level quickly to get ahead. There's no ranking events or competition. All of these systems are put in place for what I believe to be a way to keep people from becoming so overpowered before the update that they won't have fun in it. The system might need some additional fixes, and I would not be opposed to removing the ability to buy extra RESIN, for example, with Primogems, especially if there will be ranking events in the future, but also give us maybe a little bit extra because we can't purchase it or something along those lines. I personally do not want to farm the same dungeon a million times with RESIN, and I find the amount given to us to be enough where I'm not burning myself out, and maybe that's just because I play these kinds of games, I'm not too sure, but either way I'm not getting burnt out. Moving on to what I believe to be the actual biggest issue that still has a lot of confusion surrounding it is the summons, or in Genshin it's called wishing. I do not have the issues with it that many other people do, but I do believe there is still something wrong with it. So upon account creation, you get a fresh world with tons of chests that all contain Primogems. You get tons of quests where most give gems, and you also get a bunch of gems and summoning items in your mailbox. Once you have drained all of this, all you have left is 60 from the daily guild quests, and 90 if you have the $5 monthly subscription pack, which is actually the best deal. You just have to wait to get all of your rewards in a time span. As a disclaimer before talking about wishing anymore, I would like to say that I only have the $5 monthly and the $10 battle pass. I have not spent on anything else because I wanted to support the game, but I also wanted the best bang for my buck. I have pulled about 150 times in total, maybe a little bit more, but I definitely haven't spent too much because I would have gotten another guaranteed 5-star. Anyway, I've gotten 2 5-stars in this amount, and I've spent up pretty much all of the gems you get from all the chests, all the quests, and in my mailbox. With Venti, I didn't get lucky. It took me around 80 pulls to get him, and with Klee, I did get lucky. It only took me around 35 to 40. With everything I've farmed, and most of the $15 of resources already been rewarded to me, I could only get 2 of the quite a handful of 5 stars in several weeks of playing. And this isn't even counting the fact that you can get extra copies of up to 6 more past the first time you pull them, just so that you can fully upgrade them. Also, I got lucky, as in there are people who have done even worse than me. Some people have pulled in the wrong banner, gotten a 5-star weapon, or pulled in a mix instead of just the event and gotten nothing. Maybe they just had absolute trash luck, hit the pity both times, if they could even hit that many so far. Anyway, all I can hope is that maybe some of the chests that give primogems will respawn, or maybe the event rewards will be better than the last event, and maybe the updates to the game will give us a steady supply of gems to use. This is all really hard to tell, and depending on how MiHoYo progresses, we could literally never be able to try someone out we want. For me, it's Mona, or maybe we can. We'll have to wait and see. To combat this issue, I suggest you only pull on the event banner if you only want characters. Any free summoning items can be used, so don't be afraid to use your regular blue summoning items, since you can't sell them for primos to use on the event ones, so just use them if you've got them, maybe you'll get lucky. But if you pull nothing in the event banner, your countdown to the 90 pull guarantee will stay, and it will even stay until the next banner. If you pull someone like Jean from the event banner, but you wanted a limited character, your next 90 pull guarantee will be whatever event character it is at the time. It will even carry over your pity count. I highly recommend you save for whoever you want, but if you miss someone, do not worry, they will always come back in these types of games, even if they're limited. Just have a little bit of patience, you'll be able to level up, upgrade whoever you need, and destroy any activity. Maybe pick up a different game, or do something else if you have time, and you can come back to the game whenever you need to do stuff. I'm not gonna sit here and defend everything. There are problems that arise, like some with the resin. I have my problems with the wish system. We have to come together, but some playstyles are very unhealthy, I've noticed. Maybe you guys are playing too much, maybe you're playing a good amount, but if you're playing too much, you might get burnt out, and the game wasn't designed for that, but you also don't want to go on the other end and spend money for characters and all kinds of stuff like that either, because that's a totally different side and it's unhealthy as well. That's all for this. I just wanted to stop panic and worry that the game will never have enough content, or that the systems will all work the same forever. You'll never get anything in the mailbox. There won't ever be an event. This stuff comes up out of the blue all the time, don't worry. Tons of stuff will be coming. The game hasn't had a chance to add really anything yet that would make it easier. And like I said, things will come in the mailbox, you'll get decent rewards, and even maybe free heroes, you don't know. After enough time, everyone will have max Constellation 4 stars. My official's already like 3, Constellation 3, I'm getting there, and that was all just from the rate up banner. And eventually you might even get some Constellation 2s on your 5 stars, if you're just patient and you stick with the game. As usual, feel free to leave any questions in the comments, and thanks for watching. Goodbye.